And now to a local war hero who served in World War II. The soldier is getting the homecoming that he deserves after paying the ultimate sacrifice in France almost 80 years ago. Private First Class Mose Vance went missing in action and was presumed dead on January 11, 1945. His mother sent letters to the Army to track down her son's remains, but died without receiving that closure. However, thanks to Vance's family members, his remains have been identified and returned, with a memorial service being held today. Family members coming from all over, including one from Tennessee, to honor his sacrifice. One family member who was instrumental in bringing him home says that this moment brings mixed emotions, with so many family members having passed without seeing their loved one returned. However, it is also a happy time for the family, letting them reconnect this McDowell County native with the land that he loved.
He missed home so bad. He always talked about home when he wrote how much he missed the folks at home, how much he missed the place where he was born and raised. If it meant that much to him, it means that much to us.
Vance will be buried on the Bradshaw Mountain, in between the parents he missed so much. Ball gives thanks to all of those who helped bringing this hero home.